Check, 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 check. Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up, what up? How's everybody doing? We're chilling right now. We're gonna have this show started in about 10 minutes. Sit tight, get your popcorn ready. It's the questions, baby. Doc Justice, what's good, man? Long time. How you been, bro? Everybody who's popping up on Instagram, you're going to get a better show on YouTube or on our Twitch. Go to questionshiphop.com and you can watch and play along and all that good stuff. We're transitioning. It's a transition. Doc Justice climbing that mountain. We appreciate you checking in the midst of your mountain climbing endeavors, Doc Justice. Yeah. Yes, sir. These are some exclusive, hot off the presses, Sean Dammit beats. Straight out the computer. Oh, I got the Fauci ouchie myself, Doc Justice. Excited for what is hopefully maybe a return to some normalcy. Shout out to everybody watching, whether you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. You might be on Instagram Live as well. If you're on Instagram Live, you're not going to really be able to enjoy this if you're not on one of those other things I just mentioned. I recommend you go to questionshiphop.com. The link is in our Instagram bio. You could click on the YouTube link there, and there's a chat. It's a whole thing. Shout out to the Fauci ouchie. You know what it is. Episode number 96 of The Questions. Holy shit, 96 episodes. Incredible. We got some cool ones in the books as well. Yeah, I know, Doc Justice. I've seen that that things are opening back up. We might, I don't know. Maybe we will do the questions in a public forum. The idea sounds foreign, but it is how we started this gangster shit. So we'll see. I'm not in a rush, but you know, I also am down to see some familiar faces again. What up, Lady Sketch? How you doing, Lady Sketch? This is kind of like a new segment of the show now where, full disclosure, I haven't figured out a way yet to work around this, but I do sort of have to be launching this a little early. But it's kind of like a cool chat vibe, I think. It's the warm-up. Veronica Smith, Mama Africa herself. How you doing, Veronica? We got people on YouTube. We got people on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter. If you're on Instagram right now, hop on over to one of those other things. Go to the link in our bio and watch this. It's a lot easier. You're going to get a fuller view. You're going to be able to hear everything properly. We're evolving. We're going to get this show started in about 5 minutes. Yes, sir. Yeah. Peace to everybody on that IG live. Come on over to YouTube. Come to Death Row. Come to Death Row. Lady Sketch, my week has been good. Thank you, Doc Justice. This beat is not even a day old. This is this morning old. I need to queue up some more ones in here. I think maybe 5 minutes is a good buffer to do this. I'm still figuring it out. But I only have 4 beats loaded up in here. So we're just gonna listen to these. Speaking of LP, Doc Justice, have you heard the new season of What Had Happened Was, the podcast? Open Mike Eagle and El Producto. Ridiculous. Big fan. Doc Justice, you were in Philly. Did you link up with Lady Sketch? It's a missed opportunity if that didn't happen. I guess now, Sketch, you're going to have to come out to LA to complete the circle. Yeah. Good to see familiar faces here. This is where the party is at. That is correct. I want to know from you guys who are here, what is your preferred way of watching the show? Do you like watching it on YouTube, on Twitch? Do you like the Instagram live format? What is like the most ideal way for you to watch it? I want to know. I know this is different than the Instagram live show. Do you guys miss the IG live show, or is this just as good or different? Let me know. And if you're on IG live, guys, sorry, I'm going to make these announcements frequently, but if you're watching this on IG live, click the link in the bio, come on over to YouTube. You go to questionshiphop.com, got a little bit of a link there for you to watch on YouTube. Okay, so Doc Justice says, preferred viewing is on Twitch on a computer because it's the lowest latency. Twitch on phone is second best. Okay, so we got a Twitch guy over here. Mama Africa says, Twitch or YouTube is way better than IG. It looks better and the comments are off to the side. I like that too. The separation of comments is crucial. It's key. Lady Sketch prefers Twitch. All right. We like Twitch. I like it too. Good to know. Episode 96 of the show. Beauty Entertainer, what up? Reporting live from YouTube. Don't sleep on the YouTube either. And if you're watching on IG Live, get your ass over to YouTube or Twitch. Link is in the bio. Questionshiphop.com.
Question.
Yes, sir. Yeah, shout out to not getting kicked off after an hour or after 10 seconds of a Beyonce song. They did change Instagram that you don't get knocked off after an hour. So to be fair, that's no longer an issue. But yeah, guys, it's a little flawed, that whole Instagram thing. Shout out to them. We love them. I got the burner phone on me. It's not really a burner phone. It's just an older phone. We've segued out of the Sean Dammit section of the beats. And now
I'm asking questions.
We're into our theme.
I'm asking questions.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've been waiting, and now the moment has arrived. Episode 96. We are pleased and pleasured to announce and welcome our guest of the show tonight. He is an affiliate member of the legendary Onyx Camp. He is, as I said, he's a member of the affiliate of the Onyx Camp. He is a dope artist, MC. We got a lot more to get into with it.
Check.
I want to give a warm questions welcome to our guest of the night, Sickflo. It sounds like there's a feedback issue.
Yes, it's a lot of feedback, man. A lot of feedback.
You on your computer or phone? Check.
I can hear you, but when you speak, it's like a.
Yeah, I hear that too. Are you on a phone or a computer?
I'm on the phone. You need me to be on a computer?
It could work either way, but maybe headphones. Do you have headphones for your phone?
Hold on. Let me go and grab my Mac real quick.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 sec.
All good. I'm gonna read you real quick.
Meantime, in between time, I'll let Minnie talk to you.
Oh, we got Minnie in the house. Shout out to Minnie. Bear with us, folks. We're getting a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are going to. I think this is the first time that we've had an action figure on the show. So for those of you keeping score at home, this is a first. What up? Hand on the pump. Reporting live from the Twitch universe. Real Dark Justice, yes, I think Onyx is one of the most underrated crews in hip hop. If you're watching over on Instagram Live, come on over to YouTube. Click the link in our bio, questionshiphop.com. You can watch this on Twitch. It looks a lot better. You can watch it on YouTube. It looks a lot better. This Instagram Live that we have going right now is just showing you guys. It's shining a light and pointing you in the direction of where the actual action is. So sit tight. We got Sickflo. He's adjusting things. We got mini Sickflo right now. Minimal sickness, or perhaps just a slight cold, maybe an allergic reaction of sorts. He's representing. Okay, yeah, there he is. He's getting positioned. I still got you on mute, Flo. So I just wanted to prevent the feedbacking. Beauty Entertainer says the original is from that No Diggity video. This is my first hip. This is the first hip hop mini in my book. Oh, you're right. There was a hip hop mini in the No Diggity video. So I guess we here at the Questions cannot claim that we are the first. But you know what? Damn it, we're the first to have a mini Sickflo. I think we can claim that. Let me know what's going on. I see you with your computer, so we'll sit tight, folks. Episode 96 of the Questions. Appreciate you guys all for joining. If you guys have questions for Sickflo, drop them in the chat, and we will get to those later on in the evening once we are done with this game. It's your boy Sean Cantrowitz at Sean Dammit, the host with the most, hip hop trivia king. Mini Sick is in the house. Yes, Mini Sick is getting a lot of love on YouTube right now. We got some love on Twitch for Mini Sick. If you guys are watching on Instagram Live, get off Instagram Live. Come click on the link on the bio. We got better and more advanced ways to watch this show and interact in this show. So please, it's always strange to me when I'm doing one of these lives that's not very, this is just me holding my burner phone, pointing at my computer screen, and there's been like a solid 3 people who have been watching for the last 10 minutes. I don't understand it. But it's all good. I'm not judging. I'm going to try to unmute you real quick to see, just in case. Nope, it's still there. It quickly came back. We got technical difficulties, but it's all good. If you've been watching the show for a minute, you know that technical difficulties is a part of the streaming game. Early episode, we had Christopher Kid Reed from Kid and Play. He was on the show. We had crazy technical difficulties. All of Instagram did that day. We had to reschedule. We had hip hop podcasting duo It's the Real, New York's finest comedy hip hop podcast duo. They were on the show. The signal was as if it was being processed through a blender. Still, we persevered. So I'm not scared, and I know I speak for Sickflo and Mini Sickflo that we are not collectively scared by a little static. Okay, we've been in this game for a minute. We got the static. We got the smoke. Yes, sir.
It's your boy.
Yep. I mean, at this point, if you guys have questions for me, I'll take questions at this point. This is the impromptu Q&A section. Okay, here we go. I think we got Sickflo. We're gonna bring him in here, and I'm gonna remove the phone one. Let's see. Hello.
Check.
There we go.
Is it sounding better?
It sounds a bit better. Yeah. How's that sound for you?
Hold on. Let me mute this one.
Yeah. Two men on different coasts
Actually, hold on.
navigating technology.
I'm gonna come out of this one, and can you? I can't hear you on this one though.
Hmm.
Hold on.
Check, 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 check.
I can't hear you,
One,
and
two,
I
one, two.
can't see you. Hold
You
on.
can't hear or see
I can
me.
see
Interesting.
myself.
We see you.
Share. No, that's not what I want to do. Hold up.
Throw the burner in the bushes, hand on the pump says.
All right. Hold on.
All good,
Let's
all
do
good.
this. I'm trying to hear you though, fam.
Yeah.
I don't hear you at all. Uh, show chat. Um, hmm. Let's try to go. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear
I
you.
can't even see you, but what I'm
Hmm.
about to do is I am about, if you can hear me,
Yeah.
if you can hear me, what I'm about to do is shut this phone down, power it back up, and try to go back from the phone. That's what I'm gonna
Okay.
try to do.
You guys in the
Hold on.
chat, you can hear him, but he can't see
Hopefully
us.
that works.
All right, all right.
Can y'all see? Can y'all see?
We can see
What?
you. We can see
Fight
you.
forever? What? Hold on.
We're gonna power through this, guys.
We working on it, y'all. We
We're gonna
working
work
on it.
on this.
Powering this other phone up.
Yes, sir.
You know what
Yes,
I'm
sir. Yes,
saying?
sir.
Yeah.
Figure this out.
Yeah.
Episode
Hold on. All
96.
right, we got the other phone back up. If you can hear me, I'm gonna try to go back
Sally, what's good?
to
Yeah, we're figuring it out.
the
We're figuring
phone.
it out.
Hopefully it works. Nope, that didn't work.
Check, 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 check. Technology, a gift and a curse.
Well,
Exactly.
well, join. Trying again. Trying again.
Sickflo joined.
All right, here we go.
Trying. Uh-oh, hold on,
Whoa,
my
whoa,
bad.
whoa, whoa, whoa. All right.
Didn't mean to do that.
All good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clear, loud and clear.
And I can see you. I can hear you. I see. Now I'm seeing double right now, but I
Uh-oh.
think that that's just the mini. I think that's the mini that I'm seeing.
It's
There,
two of us.
two of you guys.
All right,
Here
Manny,
we
you
go.
get up on out of here, man. You know what I mean? Because we got some work to do here. You showing off right now.
Stunning. Pure stunt.
Oh yeah, see, you clean, man. You cleaner than one of my dream cars right now.
Let this be a lesson to you guys at home. If you ever have technical difficulties, this is turning off the phone and turning it back on is the equivalent of kicking the TV. Back in the day, you used to maybe have to give the TV a little nudge, a little violent nudge. That's
Oh,
just what we did here.
okay, wait a minute, hold up. Let me turn it to match here.
There we go. Ooh, man. Okay. See,
Hold up. We need a booster. Hold on.
this is.
Get
I
the
was going to
booster.
get into it. Our guest tonight is also a photographer, so he's showing
Wow.
off his composition, his eye for all of that right now.
It's three of us right now. You see, Sickflo, Sick Shadow, and Minnie.
Okay, yeah, this is like the 3-point lighting sort of thing.
Right.
It's been a minute. I took some classes in college, but it's been a minute. Sickflo, how are you, sir? Welcome to the
Man,
show.
listen, you got me shaking in my ball mains right now because I've been watching and man, you get it in with the questions, man. You get it in.
Thank you. It's been a labor of love. I was a lot of people who have been in the chat, and we have people watching right now on YouTube, on Twitch, on Twitter, on Facebook. We're across everything right now. But we started this thing as a live show. It was like a live show that we did here in LA. And
Right.
when we were starting to plot and had some offers to
Right.
take the show to other parts of the country in March of last year, and then all of a sudden, for those of you who don't know, there was a little snag in plan. So we quickly sort of adopted to doing this on an online platform. And it kind of kind of was a blessing in disguise. It definitely has connected us with a lot more people. And yeah, you're episode 96 of the show. So
Ooh, 96. Okay.
96, a good year. I think we can say 96 was a what was going on in your life in 96?
I don't remember 96. I remember 93. I remember 98, 97. Actually, yeah, you know what? 96, I believe I was about to transition to come to Atlanta.
Okay.
Right on the border of 96. Came through. I was coming back and forth down here doing a couple of rap battles and just competitions all the time back in the day from Baltimore, running down here, going back up there, going back and forth. And I just didn't want to move in the beginning because I was so stuck on Baltimore. And I had to come one day. Like one day, I got that phone call and it was like, hey, the kids are down here. And it was like, oh, the kids are down there. Okay, so I need to be down there too. If my kids down there, I need to be I need to be in Atlanta too.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that was the transition for me. I came down 96, 97, 98. I think uh I was pretty stable in the pocket at that point. Wasn't thinking about going back to Baltimore except for visits.
not a bad time to relocate if we look at like the evolution of the city and the music scene. Like
Right?
Atlanta in the mid 90s was like you kind of caught the wave, right? It's not like you had to move to like Iowa. No disrespect
Mm,
to Iowa, but
right.
a little disrespect to Iowa.
That's
As-
the only I haven't been to that particular state.
the I might have driven through it. I was on a tour. I was tour managing a hip hop tour, and
Okay.
we did a bunch of Midwest states. I don't think we did a show in Iowa, but we might have passed through on one of those, crazy schedules. Like we got to get from this state to this state in,
Right.
14 hours. Just pedal to the metal, driving, through the freeways of the Midwest. Crazy.
Crazy, crazy.
So, welcome to the show. You're familiar with what it is. This is, a hip hop game show. It's also, a talk show and interview show, but mostly it's just a celebration. We're all fans of this shit. You know what I
Right,
mean? So,
right,
like,
right,
no matter where you land on this, like whether we've had, huge artists, up and coming artists, DJs, comedians. We're all fans of this. So that's the
right.
most important thing here. We do have a chat, that is here for a bunch of things. So I want to let you know that we sort of have two schools of thought amongst our guests. We have
Okay.
guests who have been on the show and they're like, I don't care if I don't know the answer and I'm negative 50 points right now. I'm not relying on the chat. And then
Uh,
we have other guests who are like, you know what? Sometimes I want to use the chat as a lifeline. So we
Got
don't judge either way. I can pull the chat up on the screen so you can see what they're saying if you request it. So just know that it's a lifeline if you choose.
got you. I might need the chat, man. I mean, I mean, you, yeah, I'm not even going, I'm not even, look, how do you prepare for something like this? This is things that you already supposed to know. You can't just do a crash course. It has to be a part of you already. You have to know.
Right, right. You've had a lifetime of experience preparing for this. You just didn't know that you were preparing. Listen, if I could be so bold, your whole life has been leading up to this moment. This is, you only get one shot, mom spaghetti, the whole shebang. You know what it is. No, I'm joking. Obviously, you've had a very interesting career. We're gonna get into it. But I think right now it's probably time for us to hop into some trivia. Are you ready to do this?
Let's go. Let's see what I don't know.
All right, here we go. The first round is called The Choice is Yours. This is our general multiple choice round. Sickflo is in the house. Shout out to everybody on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram Live. If you're watching on Instagram, hop on over to the link in the bio, questionshiphop.com. Watch it over on our YouTube. Here we go. First question. What is the name of the fictional protagonist on Sticky Fingers' debut solo album, Black Trash? Is it Ken Jones, Kirk Jones, Kyle James?
Kirk Jones.
He says it with no hesitation. He knows what it is. Kirk Jones, the autobiography of Kirk Jones. Yeah, we have
That's
to.
one of the hardest albums ever, man. And not just because that's my bro. That is a man. Come on, man.
No, I mean, we need to speak on this a little bit. You're absolutely right. You do have.
I would need to get slapped if I didn't know that.
Well, I always have that fear. Yeah, I didn't have a fear about this one, but I never want to put in a question that's going to get the guest in trouble with people that they're supposed to be,
Right,
familiar with.
right,
So,
me
yeah,
already.
I
Ooh,
didn't want to, pull the rug out from under you. But first of all, before we get into the backstory here, yes, the Black Trash album, Sticky Fingers debut solo album, is not only super hard as hell, like dope beats. Obviously, Sticky is a monster. It's like it's a concept album that
it is
just
the concept album of all times. Who has done anything like that?
nobody, nobody.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So I want to know, for those who might be aware or who aren't aware, how did your connection with Onyx and Sticky Fingers come to be?
It came to be, I don't remember the year. I remember I got a couple of phone calls, couple text messages, emails. It was just crazy. My lines were blowing up all over the place about the BT had a cipher contest. So, it was you compete to get on the show to be on the BT cipher. I made it up in the top maybe five. Didn't make it onto the cipher. However, everything that happened after that was like, well, I did the right thing jumping in the competition because everybody tweeted Fredro, yo, check this guy out. It was a line that I said, Sun C, I'm a star with sticky fingers, I'm Onyx. And that line was the connector. I got a tweet
Damn,
first.
son.
I got a DM after. Next thing you know, I'm hosting an event. I'm hosting an event at the Bronner Brothers in Atlanta, and Fredro calls me, and he's like, "Bro, who you rolling with? Who you rocking with right now?" And I'm like, "I'm rocking with y'all. What's up?" You know what I mean? From that point, every Onyx album, I've been on it.
That's an amazing story too, because a lot of times when people see an opportunity like that BET competition, it's like people can view things as a binary win or lose thing. I'm either going to win this, and if I don't win this, I lost.
Right.
But this is clearly an example where, I mean, who won that contest?
You know what? There was a young lady that won it, and I never seen her again after she was on the. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, just saying.
Never saw her again ever.
And so, you've been featured on a bunch of Onyx projects. You've toured with them. Were you a huge fan of them before
Oh,
you linked up with them?
definitely. I was a huge fan of everybody that came up during that era. I mean, from Run DMC sparking it to LL. Of course Curtis Blow first. From Curtis Blow to Run DMC to LL to everybody else that came after that. But Onyx was like one of the first hardcore groups ever that I'm like, whoa, And then after Onyx, I think I was a huge MOP fan.
Well,
So
yeah, that kind of like sets the stage for like aggressive, like turned up, super like,
yeah,
yeah, energy, napalm.
right,
Yeah,
right, right. If you're like you're a skinny guy like me, you listen to that music, you want to pick up some weights.
right. Yeah, it's motivation music, workout music, exactly. And yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this cover right now. Like Sticky was a skinny guy as well. I think he's
Yep, listen to his own music, and he got amped up off of Onyx.
It's what they call self-care, kids. That's
Right.
self-care. All right, we're gonna move on to question number two. Doing good so far. Question number two. This
Uh-oh.
rapper released a 12-inch single called Ghostwriter, a song about all of the A-list rappers he wrote rhymes for. Was it Cannabis, Ghostface Killer, Nas, or Mad Skills?
Woo! Woo! I'm gonna have to go with Mad Skills.
He's going Mad Skills. Let's see if he's right, folks.
Mad skills on the wheel.
Mad Skills is correct. The Ghostwriter. Mad Skills was actually guest in episode number 1 of our show.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did my homework.
Okay. See, I like that. I'm used to doing a lot of the homework, but I'm seeing and I'm noticing. I saw some of your posts and things that you did that you did your homework on us too. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. Like, I didn't want to do too bad. You know what I mean? I could get those two right, and from the rest, I could just do a landslide.
I
But
want to tell you,
I'm still here.
we've had some hip hop brainiacs come on the show. I'm not going to name any names, but I've had some people that I was very surprised to get DMs from in the days before saying like, "Hey, you're not going to make me like look bad, right?" Like, so people take this very seriously, and we take them seriously. There are
It's
no,
serious. This is
yeah,
serious. This is
but
big business right here.
this is big. I got a motherfucking green screen behind me, man.
You
This
know
is
what I'm
legit.
saying?
Like,
I tried to make a blue screen. It didn't work.
you got a blue aura going on right now.
Right, right.
Cool. It's very yeah, it's artistic.
Minnie, we gonna let you answer this next one, Minnie.
Oh, we got Minnie in the house. Minnie is back in the building. He doesn't need to phone a friend. He's got a little friend with him right here. What's the story behind Minnie? What I've seen Minnie is a presence on your social media.
Minnie came about because, you know, like you mentioned earlier, I'm a photographer, and one of my friends, her name is Mo. Mo said, when you come over to do my family shoot, I got a gift for you. Not knowing that this gift was going to be something I wanted to manufacture. You know what I mean? So I walked through the door, camera ready to blaze the camera, and I looked to the side, right there in the foyer. Minnie sitting there with my gear on, got my shoes on, got my hoodie on, got my hat on, everything. And she said she took about 3 months making them.
Wow.
And he's here. Got my
Well, that's
glasses
Minnie.
on. You know what I mean?
See, if it was that shoot that you did, was that during the day or was it at night?
It was during the day.
Okay, good. Because I would think if I stepped into a house and found a mini me wearing my clothes at night, that
Here.
becomes a little like horror movie, like
Yeah,
scary.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely glad it wasn't that night because I
All right.
would feeling some kind of way.
Shout out to Mo. She did the right thing. That was a good look on her part. All right, we're moving on to question number 3. Master Ace
Okay.
has done full albums with each of these producers except for one of them.
Hard.
A, KIC Beats or Kick Beats.
Okay.
B, Marco Polo.
Mhm.
C, MF Doom. And D, Knots. He's done albums with all these producers where they did all the beats except for one of them.
Let's go with A.
Okay, he's going A. So we're gonna get into this here. I'm gonna tell you which ones we're gonna kind of reveal this here. So first of all, we had
Polo.
in 2018, I believe he did an album with Marco Polo. It's called A Brooklyn Story. Shout out to Marco Polo. So that was one.
Okay.
Also, he did an album
Yeah, I was raised to the sound
over
of the
MF Doom
70s.
beats
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
called
Sounded
Ma
so
Doom,
heavenly.
Son of Yvonne. So that was another one. Okay, so this is
Okay. Okay.
I'm sweating, and I know the answer here.
Okay.
He did an album also in the late teens with, it was called The Falling Season, and it was with producer KIC Beats.
Oh.
So the answer was actually Virginia's own Knots.
Okay.
Shout out to Knots. He's a monster. He's a beast. It's okay. You know, that was a good educated guess.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about KIC Beats or Kick
I
Beats.
don't either. That's why.
Yeah.
And I didn't remember the collabing, you know, with Knots. Like, yeah, I missed that one. I missed
Yeah.
that because
Well-
I know Knots beats now after the Sticky album and yeah, lots of other stuff.
Yeah. So, you know, when it comes to producers and working on music of your own, you know, do you prefer working with a variety of different collaborators? Or are you the type of person who, like, when you're being creative, you like to work with like a single person or like a close knit group? What's your sort of approach?
Well, I got a close knit group of the same people that I've been working with for a while. You know, I got my guy Trey Banks. I got my brother out of B-more. Like, man, it's just a lot, man. I like different sounds from everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I just have to have music from everywhere just because. Now, if there was somebody, like when I started, I worked with a guy named June, the creator, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was just us two. And then when that season, we shifted a bit, I was working with DJ Class, Danny Class. We worked for a while. That season was up, back to June. You know what I mean? So then moving here, man, Big Ran and shoot, who else I work with? I'm working with Thor Haddon right now.
Mm.
It's a lot, and O'Jiz is one of my favorite producers. O'Jiz did the Tracy Lee Glory album.
Right.
So Ojiz is one of my favorites. All the producers I work with are my favorites because they pull something different out of me. Each one of them pulls something different out of me.
Absolutely. And variety. Keep things,
Yeah, yeah,
interesting, exciting. Exactly. I totally get that. All right.
different.
Yeah, different. Exactly. All right, we're gonna move on to the final question in our first round. Sick Flow
Uh-oh,
is in the house. Here we go.
that's right. Oh,
Which of these artists is not featured on Black's 2018 album East Atlanta Love Letter? Is
okay.
it Future, J. Cole, Lil Baby, or Offset?
Oh, okay. Man,
Now,
you gonna stomp me with my own blood.
okay,
This guy is just, oh, he's good. He's really good.
I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna
you
go
could use
with
the lifeline. You might be able to call somebody right now. Be
right.
like,
Text him real quick.
yeah,
I'm gonna go with
and remember, you do have the chat
I'm gonna
as
go with
well.
Offset. I'm gonna go with Offset.
All right, final answer. Because again,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Offset.
okay, he's going Offset. So let's see what the answer is, folks. The
my
answer is
my own kid gonna be like, dang, come on.
the answer is Lil Baby.
Little baby on the next
Lil Baby was on the next
on the
project.
on the EP. Yup, the hot with yup. You're
Okay,
right.
we threw a stumper in there.
Yeah, yeah. I
So,
knew Little Baby and I knew the collab. I just didn't know the
yeah.
yeah.
So listen, this is just a setup to talk about this because this was interesting for me.
Okay.
I knew your name. I knew Sick Flow, Snow Goons,
Right.
Onyx, like all of those circles. And it was really only in preparing to have you come on the show that I realized that this artist that we're talking about, not Lil Baby, but Black,
Right.
or as I used to accidentally refer to him as Six Lack.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad I got that figured out. Uh, you are his father.
Yep. Yep. I got two heaters, two arrows, two kings. You know what I mean?
I-47 being the other.
Mm-hmm.
So music runs in the family,
Yeah.
obviously in this
Yeah.
family. But I'm curious. We've had artists on, and we've had artists who are early in their career. We have artists who are legends who entered that like hot streak sometimes decades ago. But what I want to know from you, what has it been like to witness your son's like success and like this story?
Like, well, one, I already knew it was coming. You know what I mean? And we actually I believe that my first time witnessing it, that it was going to happen, was my first time seeing him perform at one of my shows. Um, After he got done, and the crowd, they went crazy, but I felt like the crowd ain't go crazy enough. And I grabbed the mic and I was like, I don't think y'all know who's in front of y'all. Y'all need to give it up again because this is the next multi-platinum artist. And this was back in, man, when was this? Like in, gosh, this was about 8 years ago.
So how old was he then?
Man, I don't know.
No, he was a teen, maybe.
Nah, no, he was like around 20.
Okay.
Yep, he was about 20. Yeah, he was about 20. And I used to run this open mic down here called the Green Room, which was owned by Terry J. Vaughn from the Steve Harvey Show.
Yeah.
So every week I would feature a new artist. And during that time, I was like, well, a way that I can get an artist on that people will know about them is to have them as a feature versus just being at the open mic.
Right.
I do the flyer. I put that particular artist on the flyer, put their name on it, spread it out there. And it's like, okay, you already look big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He did the show twice. And each time that he did the show, it was totally packed out from all of his old high school friends, elementary school friends. It was crazy. Like he packed it out more than some of the name artists then before the the deal.
Right. I mean, I feel like that's got to, you know, I work in the music industry as well. I'm a music producer and a musician. My parents don't understand anything. This is like some classic, you know, like shout out to Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff. Parents just don't understand. You are a parent who definitely understands, but I almost even wonder, were you, having gone through so much of the music business and seeing, you know, this game is crazy. Like it's crazy.
Mhm.
Did you feel at all like hesitant, like to encourage him to get into this, or did you were
I
like,
really didn't have to encourage them. They were always around me when I was doing shows, so I had to take them with me. You know what I
right,
mean? So
right,
they're here, they're there, and we're moving about. And it's like sometimes what bothering me was I would look out to the side of the stage or in front of the stage, and I was wondering, all right, who's going to have to go to the restroom because I can't get off the stage right now. Like, because they were, they were little. And then,
yeah,
as they were growing up, they started, of course, Black would take care of all of them. If they had something to do, he would be like, all right, Dad, I got them. And he's making sure everybody's straight. But I had to do that for years. They would just roll with me. So I knew it wasn't a thing that I had to talk to them about. They were just watching, you know what I
right.
mean? Soaking it all up. They didn't have to ask me any questions. It was just like, and that's just the type of guy he is. He's going to sit there, he's going to be quiet, and he's going to study what's happening, and he's going to put it all together in his mind, and then he's going to make some moves. So that's his personality.
That's incredible. It's so cool to hear that. Somebody in the chat says that you are a true rap dad. That's like a badge of honor. Yeah.
I need that T-shirt, a true rap.
Yeah. Shout out to the Boom Bap Kids on Twitch. Shout out to Beauty Entertainer, Joe Bun NYC. Everybody watching in, we appreciate you. We got Sickflo on the show right now, and I think we are done with our first round. We're
I
hopping into our
that
second.
last one too fast. That's what I did. I literally answered it too fast because I just was trying to
Yeah,
get another point.
listen, we're all trying to get
I
points.
knew that was on the EP. I knew Lil Baby was on the EP. I knew that.
Well, listen, you know, we talked about it before. I don't want to estrange you from Kirk Jones. I don't want to estrange you from Black either. So, like, I hope that, like, I hope this isn't a sticking point here. Like, I don't. If
I'm
you're
not going to
watching
fall
this,
apart. I'm not going to fall apart.
okay, listen, Black. If you're watching this, your pops is in the hot seat right now.
Right, right.
You know, it's
It was a
easy to
trick
watch.
question.
Live, it's easy to watch this and be like, oh, obviously the answer was C. When you're in this hot seat, you got the blue aura behind you, it's a
Mhm.
completely different game. So just
It is. And
try
you got Shadow right there, and you got Minnie right here hollering stuff that's not true. You know,
right. Yeah. You guys probably can't hear it, but the
I
mic
got
is
all the
picking up.
albums. I got multiple copies of all of them.
Of course you are. Proud father. I mean, you got to represent. Absolutely. All right, we're gonna move on to our second round, and the second round is called Picasso, baby. So in this round, I'm gonna show you a piece of an album cover. You're gonna see a small piece of the artwork, and you have to identify what the album is. So let's get into it. First question in this round, rather. Is this Raekwon?
DMX.
Oh, he knows. What is it?
DMX.
He says DMX.
Yeah. That's,
Get at me, dog. You niggas want the ring.
that was the
DMX.
I sold plenty of those. I used to work in a record store.
I did too. We got that record store vibe thing going on right now.
I did that for years, man. Shout out to DBS Sounds, one of the only independent record stores still holding it down here in Atlanta.
Amazing. Where in Atlanta is that?
Riverdale. It's in Riverdale.
Okay, I've been to a few in like Little 5 Points. There's
Been to
Mood.
Crystal Records.
Yeah, Criminal is also another one out there. Yeah, record stores. I mean,
Yeah.
Future,
That was one of my favorite albums right there. You could have showed me the color of that, and I would have knew.
it's a distinctive color. And yeah, people, for those who like maybe forgot or weren't there, it's difficult to explain accurately how DMX ruled the world for
Dope.
like, you know, he had a long run, but I'm
Right.
talking about for the first like year and a half, like 98 into 2000,
Mm-hmm.
it was insane.
It was insane. Definitely. Big. I
Is,
actually used to sound like him on a couple of my songs because I used to listen to him so much.
oh, you were channeling some of that
Yeah, I wasn't doing it on purpose, but people would be like, man, you sound just like DMX. And I'm like, all right, let me stop listening to him for a while.
Is this your favorite DMX album, or which is?
Ah, man. That probably was my favorite one. I do
Mine,
like the one. ah, hmm. Yeah, that was my favorite.
yeah, because he
That was,
dropped this and then he dropped Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood
yeah,
within the same year.
I yeah, that album cover was scary.
Yeah, that
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 was
that's
a horror. The first horror rap cover.
that's like finding the mini you at night, like
Right,
level scary. That's
right.
yeah. Um, Sally is asking any news on his condition. I don't have any news
I
as far as I know.
anything different. Everything I believe is still the same.
Yeah. We're sending, I know I speak for everybody watching and like affiliated and everything, that we're all just sending and pulling for DMX. Obviously, it's a tragic story, and to see him in these conditions, we're really pulling for you, man. Like
Indeed,
it's 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 easy to get lost in the story, and a lot of times people don't understand that, like, addiction is a disease, you know what I mean, and it's a difficult challenge, and we definitely are sending our positive energy and thoughts and prayers to DMX and his family.
most definitely.
Absolutely. All right, we're gonna move on to the second question. What
Mm,
album cover is this? Is it too short? What's my favorite word? Snoop Dogg, Malice in Wonderland, Ludacris, The Red Light District, or Mac 10, The Paper Route?
oh man, that's a. I'm probably gonna get this one wrong.
All right, well, you can talk this out. Like, go through your thought process here.
Okay, so
And remember, the chat is also here. If you
got
want
that.
to see the chat, I can pull the chat up.
It's okay. Okay, pull the chat up. I might work with the chat. It does look like you said red light district, so it does look like Luda.
All right, I'm gonna show. You should see on screen now. There's a
That
couple.
look that look. I mean, if it's red light, it's red in there. So I didn't sell that album. I didn't. I was out at the record store probably by then. But that looks like that's a Luda album.
Okay, so he's going Luda. It seems like everybody in the chat is saying Luda as well. I hope you guys are right. It'd be real messed up for you to lead Sickflo astray, but he's saying Luda.
Hands up!
Luda.
Hands up!
All right, hat. Okay. You put the hat like that.
Yeah, he's got the tilt exactly.
Had to fix my hat for that one right there.
Yeah.
Amen.
Well, you also, if you want to really match this, you need to grab $100 bill and light it on fire right now. So.
But I left the lighter in the car, and $100 bill is somewhere on the floor.
Okay, so we'll excuse you.
Had to skip that.
Luda, obviously a huge name in Atlanta, and you talked earlier about moving from Baltimore to Atlanta. What was that kind of like for you? I wouldn't say listening to your music, I'm like, oh yeah, like he's in Atlanta, dude. Obviously, you had your influences and everything that had sort of begun, but what was it like sort of being in Atlanta during the era when Atlanta really became like?
All right, so it was wonderful. It was really refreshing. Number two, my first interview was with So Def after my management at the time linked me with Shaka Zulu, which was Luda's management. But this was right before they popped. So the meeting was at the wrong time because they were about to fly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Out of here. But so what Shaka did was Shaka introduced me to somebody else that actually got me my first spins on the radio and everything. His name was Boogie Black. He had changed his name to Boogie Bless. So my first records were being spun, from the station that Shaka was working at during the time that he left the station, and they just DTP'd on up into the atmosphere and, went, far, far, far away.
Yeah, it worked out for that young Christopher Bridges boy.
Yeah. I've ran across him a couple of times. Met his mom a few times because I know their chef basically.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a great time, man. That was a great season. I thought that during that time, that was my time where I was going to be right next to Luda flying out of here. But there was a couple of halts, and I had to do some other things to, before I got back on track.
Yeah.
We got the we got the technical difficulties coming back.
Okay. What are we gonna do here? Do we want to or maybe leave and then come back?
Okay.
Because it's pretty bad. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty.
I see my sister D in the chat.
What up, D?
Okay. Going away. Sounds.
You know what? I'm gonna kick you off and then just click the link and then come back. Let's see.
Okay.
All right. So sit tight, folks. We're doing a pretty good job without the technical difficulties, but it's been a night of some technical difficulties. It's all good. We got Sickflo. He's in the house. He's been talking about his experience with coming up in the Onyx camp. His experience being the father of I-47 Black, and we are looking forward to it. We're about 6 questions in. We haven't hit number 15 yet. Yeah, aliens are trying to join the show, Mama
Sickflo
Africa.
joined.
That's right. All right, here we go. Let's see. Hello. Maybe. Check.
Still sound like there. Should I cut the phone off and come back on?
I would say do that, or if you have headphones to the phone, try using headphones if you have them.
Got it.
If not, then I would say maybe try.
All right, so yeah, let me do that, and then I'll go grab some pods.
Okay. All right, guys. That's the great thing about not being on Instagram anymore. We can take our time. You guys are at home chilling for the evening. This is entertainment. Maybe you enjoy or get some entertainment out of watching us. Scramble to figure out the technical difficulties. It's all good though. We're figuring it out. He's gonna try the pods. He's gonna get the pods. I suspect that might be it. But we're all figuring it out. Yeah, we Joe Bun NYC. We stopped doing it exclusively on Instagram for a few reasons. And yeah, I mean we are still partially on Instagram, but we're doing it on Twitch, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all the things. You can go to questionshiphop.com. Easiest way to link out and see everything that's there. All of our platforms. We got more shows lined up. We got more shows and more things, announcements coming soon. Cool things in the works. You know what it is. Shout out to Trolamont, Sally Haskell, D Shields, Mama Africa, Beauty Entertainer, Ash Cat. Appreciate you guys. Good to see I can't say I'm seeing your faces, but good to see your names. Maybe? Yeah, I will say that. Good to see your names. Man, this is weird when I have to stall, isn't it? I don't know if it seems weird to you guys. I don't know how much of a delay or latency there is either that maybe you're hearing or seeing these things. But yeah, I mean, it's the questions. Episode 96. No strangers to technical difficulties. Oh, I'm vamping, fam. I have not yet begun to vamp. Are we planning something special for our 100th episode? I would like to. We don't have 100 confirmed yet, like our guest, but I think it's going to be special no matter what. I'll tell you what, we are going to we are going to next week. We're going to have our winner of our March Madness tournament on as our guest. Beauty, every episode is a live episode. this is live right now. Or maybe I don't understand your meaning. But next week we're gonna have the winner of our March Madness tournament, Dom Synchro. If you guys have played our group games on Twitch before, you are well aware and familiar with this man's name. He's gonna be our guest. It's the first time in Questions history that we've had a full episode with a fan. Everybody is a fan, obviously, and we're going to get into Dom Synchro's story as well. But Dom Synchro is going to be our guest next week. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be cool. Yeah, Dom Synchro kills it, Lady Sketch.
Sickflo
Absolutely.
joined.
All right, here we go. We got Sickflo. I think we're going to bring him back. Let's see if this works. Man. Sickflo, I don't see you, but I see that it says you've joined. Hello. Check. Sickflo. Okay. Technical difficulties. Okay, Beauty, I understand what you're saying. If we did a live event, we may be going back
All
to
right. Check.
There we go.
Can you hold on?
Okay. All right. We're out here.
Hold on.
Yeah. All good.
Let's see here.
All good.
All right. Then let's go back. Say something.
Check. Check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check.
Don't hear you yet.
Do you see me?
Hold on.
Okay. All right.
Let me try taking these off.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Try this.
Just the fact that we haven't done
Microphone check.
Yo. Hello. Now I can't hear you. Check. Can you hear me? Hello. All right.
Don't hear you again.
Oh man. Check. This is what happens sometimes.
All right, hold on. Let me get out of here. Try it again.
All right, I'm gonna kick you off real quick. Yeah, I know what you mean. The whole concept of doing live events is so alien. It doesn't even seem what it used to be. Oh shit, somebody in the chat has posted a link and said, want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on a link. Should I click? It seems like a good idea, right? The fuck out of here. I can't kick him out, but know that your presence is not wanted here.
Sickflo joined.
All right, I think we got Sickflo coming back. We're going to try to bring him back one more time. Yo. Check. Sickflo.
All right. Okay, let's try these earphones because I can hear you, but I hear the
Yeah, I hear
the static.
All right, check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
I can hear you with no static.
There we go. We're in the game, baby. I appreciate your patience.
All right.
Yeah. This is not the worst technical.
Hey, man.
This isn't the worst technical episode we've had. It has been worse. So don't feel conspicuous.
I'm fine, man. Listen, I feel like it's just giving me time to go back in time and can remember some stuff.
Absolutely. It's a blessing in disguise. But we're gonna move on to the final question in this round. What album is this? Is it DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince Rock the House, Gucci Mane, Trap House 3, Flo Rida, My House, or Joe Budden, Halfway House?
Oh, Lord.
It's a house theme here.
All right, let's see. Go over those again. Let me make the screen bigger. There we go.
There we go.
All right, so Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince rock the house. Oh, this is a hard one. Where my chat people at?
All right, let's see what the chat has to say. We got Sawif Arms. He's saying A. Chat, chime in because we got to give this man your consensus here on what you think it is. Okay, Beauty Entertainer, she's guessing A as well.
Two people guessing A.
We got Ash Cat says A as well. You see the chat?
Hey, we're gonna go with A because everybody's rocking with A. So I'm rocking with A.
The People's Choice, a man of the people. Sickflo is in the house. Let's see if he's right.
Okay.
Jeff,
I know that.
Prince.
As soon as you played that, I knew what that was.
Classic.
If you would have did that, I would have knew.
Oh yeah, but then that would have. That's our next round. That's our next round.
Okay.
All right, so you did very well on that, and that's expected. You know, this was a round about artwork, and as we talked about, you also are active in the photography world. When did you start doing that? When were you sort of like getting into the photography game?
I think I got into the photography game in it's been about 5-6 years now. You know what? I can tell you when. Back in the day when the green room was out and I had an iPhone 5. When I had an iPhone 5, I started taking pictures of people, right? And people kept saying, "Hey man, how much you charge for a photo shoot?" from my iPhone 5 pictures. And I'm like, "Are you kidding?" And they like, "Nah, how much for a shoot?" My first photo shoot was with my iPhone 5 and it was a family shoot. A family shoot with my iPhone 5. So from that point, I knew that it was time to get a camera. So I invested in my first camera, which I purchased from the guy that used to do all of my music videos, Sice TV. Sice is from New York. So Sice, when he moved to Atlanta, he started shooting my videos. I'm like, bro, this camera work is nice. When I get a camera, I want the same one. But I didn't know that I was going to ask to buy the one he was shooting my videos with. So
And okay, so we're gonna get real nerdy here. What camera are you shooting with? What's your
well, my go-to right now is the Canon T7i. So most of my friends got the 5D, 6D. You know, I still move like an amateur with the ultra professional look, though. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I mean, look, your entrance into that whole world was shooting on an iPhone, and we're at a point now where really like I'm on an iPhone right now. I have a DSLR in my closet somewhere. I don't really use it much because like I have an iPhone and the camera's pretty.
Hey man, when you rocking with that 4K, I mean, you can't. You know what I mean? It's no need to even. Yeah, I've shot most of the music videos I shot for other artists. I shot it with my phone.
That's incredible. Oh, Tralamont says that she's team Nikon. This is going to be some like East Coast West Coast beef here.
Hey, listen, it ain't. It's just a different. It's a difference in contrast. You know what I mean? That's all.
Exactly.
Hey, you know what? I think Nikons. You mentioned nerdy. I think the Nikons are for the smarter people. Canons are very easy to use. You don't have to get too technical. You just grab it, you point, you know your angles, you shoot. You work a little bit with the aperture and all of that, and it's just not as difficult as a Nikon. So shout out to the Nikon users. Y'all smarter than us Canon users.
I think the truth of the matter is it doesn't matter what camera you're shooting on. It's really all about that glass, whatever lens you put on the thing.
What lens you put on it. Yeah, but there's some people that I know that are photographers and they have the best lenses, and some of my worst work is better than their best work.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Good to know. We're moving on to our third round. No more nerdy camera talk, guys. That's not what this show is about.
This is all about hip hop.
Hip hop doesn't care about cameras. Digging in the crates.
Still digging in the crates, diamond deep.
This is our sample round.
This is
all about songs. I'm going to play you samples, and you're going to have to answer questions about the samples that.
Oh gosh.
Here we go. Question number 8. Cypress Hill sampled Lowell Fulson's Tramp on this song from their debut album. I'm going to play you the song Tramp. You tell me what Cypress Hill song sampled it.
Oh snap. Okay. I could just kill it, man.
Here is something you can't understand.
Yeah. I could just feel it, man. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. Classic.
Classic.
Yeah.
Just one of
That
the
guy's Be Real's voice. Oh my gosh, man. That dude. He has one of the most distinctive voices ever.
like the son of Sam.
Right, right. You got it too. I probably wouldn't have been able to do that like that.
I have a very nasally voice as it is. Shout out to Be Real and Be Real TV. We early on we used to do a version of this show on Be Real TV. So peace to all
Oh,
of
cool.
Cypress
That's
Hill
what's up.
and the fam. They've been supporters of us early on. So that was not disrespect, Mr. Be Real. That was me
Yeah,
paying.
Be Real is yeah. I actually pay homage to Be Real. Oh, the whole Cypress Hill crew, and one of the new songs I got. I don't know which one it is. I write a lot, so
Okay.
but I shouted out the whole crew in one line. Yeah.
Dope. Awesome. All right, we're gonna move on to question number 9. Earl Clu's "A Time for Love" was sampled on a song in which
Okay.
this Wu-Tang member performs the hook. Okay, so I'm gonna play you the Earl Clu sample. You tell
Okay.
me who does the hook on this Wu-Tang song that sampled it. Here we go.
Okay. Oh snap!
I'm gonna play that part again. Here we go.
Ah, I. Oh man, Ooh, that's rough. I know that.
I'll play it again.
Okay. I may be wrong. But
Who does the hook on this song?
dang. Okay. I probably need some help. But
Okay, let's see what the chat says. I'm gonna pull up some of the responses on the screen. What do you guys think?
oh really?
Weigh in.
Really? Let's go.
Who does
Let's
the hook?
go. Okay, so let's go with meth.
He says
Let's go with meth.
All right. So we have a lot of people in the chat
Uh-oh.
saying Raekwon, which
Oh.
you would be correct if I was asking whose song it is. But the question is who does the hook, and the person who
Right.
does the hook on the song is
Watch these rap niggas get all up in your guts.
Method Man. You are correct.
Even carry
Low.
Ooh. Ooh.
That would have been one of
Yeah,
those.
it was a long time since. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what messed me up when I heard it. There's a guy in town, son of a DJ named Concrete that I've been working with, and he used the same sample. Willie Bars used the same sample, and then I just rapped off of that on his last record,
You
and
had that
that's what totally.
associated with that.
Yeah, it messed me up
Ooh.
because I just did that record like about a couple of months ago.
Yeah. So that would have been a situation where if you had listened to the chat, they might have steered you wrong. You would have been like, "Oh yeah, Raekwon." But luckily,
Right.
you dove deeper. Sally Haskell points out that Meth is the hook master. Yes, he is.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah, that's a dream. That's a dream collab of mine right there.
Oh man,
I
sick.
can't play with it. I really gotta say Red and Meth. I love Meth, but I love them together.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Like
Gotta have it.
gotta have them both. Okay, we're gonna move on to the last question in our
All right.
here. Doing a good job here. Which of these artists has not sampled the Isley Brothers' classic "Footsteps in the Dark"? So I will play you the sample in question here. And you
Okay.
tell me who has not sampled it. Here we go. Is it
Wow.
Ice Cube,
Oh no,
Jay
definitely
Dilla,
not Ice Cube.
Nas, or Redman?
Not. Who has not?
Who has not?
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go. Ooh, this is rough, man. I might get this wrong. I'm gonna go with Nas.
Okay, he says Nas. We're gonna go through a little audio journey here.
Uh-oh.
First of all, yeah, this is the obvious one. You knew it right away.
Yeah, of course.
In the
Right.
morning, gotta thank God.
Right.
Classic.
Right.
Next up, we got
For me, no.
Jay Dilla sampled
Okay. Okay.
Not enough for me, no. It's like one
Moment of Truth here. Who else sampled it?
Nah, written.
It goes one for the
Ooh.
mighty who that choose and there's no
Nas is the answer. Nas has not sampled it. Now, did you watch the verses? Are you into the verses battles? And did you?
I'm into the verses, but I missed the last one. Well, no, I didn't miss the one with Ray and Ghost.
That was
That
yes.
was
That was the next to last one, and then the last one was the Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire. They kind of like
I did see a piece of that one. Yeah.
yeah. If you saw a piece of it, you probably saw Steve Harvey talking because I don't know if you saw or heard, but Steve Harvey hosted it, and I guess he talked like through a lot of it. People were sort of saying like, "Oh, Steve, like maybe fall back a little bit." Like
Right.
he had a
Right.
lot of anecdotes. What has been your favorite versus battle that you've seen so far?
My favorite versus battle so far. Wow. Wait a minute, because uh you might have to name a couple of them because it was a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, we had RZA versus DJ Premier. That was
I
definitely.
I love that. Okay. Oh, okay. That was one. All right. Let me
We had the
see.
Wu Tang one. We had Ghost versus Ray. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites. Yeah.
Um,
And
we had I mean, shit. We had Jill Scott versus Erica Badu.
that was a big one right there.
That was
That
huge.
that might have been like the most epic one, I believe. That
Yeah,
might have been the most epic one.
yeah.
But the Ghost and Raekwon one did something for me.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like that's another peanut butter and jelly combo.
Right. Right.
It
Right.
shouldn't even
Right.
be
And
balanced.
then my last time out on the road before the pandemic hit was with Wu Tang and Onyx in Denver. Shout out
Oh,
to D Shields. You know what I'm saying? We were in Denver. It was a snowstorm. Everybody came out. It was packed. It was
wow.
packed in the snowstorm. And it snowed from the time we got there until the concert was over, and people still was up in there.
Where were you? Do you remember the venue in Denver?
Oh man, I don't remember the venue name. If I heard the name, I'd be like, "Yep, that's it."
There's some dope ones. I feel like that sounds like the type of show that would be at like a Red Rocks or something because it's so.
Nope, it wasn't Red Rocks. I
Um,
definitely know that part.
yeah.
Uh,
I don't want to mislead you into thinking that I know about all the venues in Denver, but
but if you said it, I would be like, "Oh, that's what it was." If D in this chat, she probably remember.
D, if you're in the chat,
Um,
let us know.
yeah.
Yeah, they're all shouting out their favorites. They're saying their favorite. Somebody's saying totally catty that Brandy and Monica, Brandy and Monica.
That one was funny. That was funny. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. Oh, technical problems. The Babyface and Teddy Riley. That was classic for unintentional
Classic
reasons.
technical. Right. Right.
Yeah, we
Right.
think we're having technical problems tonight. That this is we're not.
Hey,
We're
we
not
rolling right now. It's nice and
rolling.
clean right now.
Come
I
on.
think I needed the pods in, and hopefully that the battery life on them's going to last through
Uh,
this next round.
Mama Africa says it was the Mission Ballroom. I don't know if that's
That's exactly it. That was it. That's
okay.
correct.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mama Africa is in Florida, so I think that she just did her Googles. I think she just did some diligent
Okay.
Google.
Okay. I was about to tell her she won. She won the Welches.
Wow, wait, which flavor?
Good answer.
Which?
This right here is the mix right here. This
Okay,
is just a mix. You know what I mean? She just won because she got that right. Mission Ballroom.
all right.
Beautiful. Me standing in man, let me tell you, I almost lost it when RZA walked by, man. I was like, yo, that's the RZA. I don't care how far I go in this industry. When the RZA is next to you, you gonna chill and be humble completely
Absolutely.
and become a super fan.
As well, you should. She says that she's going to send her address for you to send those fruit snacks to. So it's in
Got
the mail. The check's in the mail, baby. All right. We have now reached our final round, and the final round is
Uh-oh.
called Time's Up. Now, I know you know a little bit about this because you've watched and done your research. You're going to have 90 seconds to answer 5
Oh,
non-multiple choice questions.
Ooh.
And here are the categories for tonight. All things 1996, since you are episode 1996.
Okay.
The second category is who's the last to rhyme. I would tell you a classic hip hop posse cut, and you have to tell me who rhymes last
Ooh,
on it.
that's rough.
And then let's look back at the 2021 Grammy Awards. This is, hey, the Grammy Awards just happened, but in the pandemic, a month ago feels like it might have been 8 years ago. So it's so these are your
This
categories
round, this
tonight.
round is about to destroy my credibility.
I wouldn't go that far. Let's have a positive attitude. Let's manifest here. So,
Okay.
so
All right.
what round are you thinking? What do you think is your choice here?
Ugh, man. All things 96. Ah, man, this is gonna be rough. I'm just ready to go. Let's see.
So you
Let's
want
make
to
me. Let's.
96?
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Because I totally didn't watch the Grammys. The part about the Grammys that I was excited about was Black's commercials with Remy Martin.
That's right. That was a huge look.
Right.
It was a huge look. And you don't have to watch to see that. You could, it's gonna be not a problem. Okay, so he's going all things 96.
Uh-oh.
So let me go over the rules real quick.
Okay.
You're going to have 90 seconds to answer 5 questions. If you know the answer, obviously answer it. If you don't know, you can say pass. We can come
Okay.
back to it. But if you
Okay.
answer the question incorrectly, that question is done. You only get
Got it.
one chance to answer.
Okay.
If you want to call on the chat, I will pull the chat up as well. You
Okay.
can sort of be like, yo, chat, help me out. I have
Okay.
OC's classic times up here, and it is time to 90 seconds. So when we stop hearing that classic Buck Wild instrumental, your time will be up. So Sickflo,
Okay.
are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Whew.
All things 1996. Sickflo, let's go. Name one of the artists who guest featured on Jay-Z's 1996 album Reasonable Doubt.
On Reasonable Doubt. Uh,
One
uh,
artist who was a guest.
oh my gosh. Okay, let's pass on that one right
All right, we're
now.
gonna pass. Nas symbolically squashed any East Coast West Coast beef by collaborating with this producer on a song from It Was Written. It was a West Coast producer that Nas collaborated with in 1996.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, let's pass. I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
come
pass on
back.
that. All right. West Side Connection released their debut album Bow Down in 96. Who were the 3 members of the group in West Side Connection?
Oh shoot, I know. Was Mac 10 in that
Mac
group?
10 was one.
What's the other guy name? Oh gosh, I can't remember. Was Dub? What's his name? Something Dub.
Dub C.
Dub C.
And then the
And
third was a huge West Coast artist. We talked about him earlier.
was it? Hold on. Was it Be Real?
It was not Be Real. I'm going to give you partial credit on that. All right.
Okay.
The music video for De La Soul's song Stakes is High features the group on this talk show host's show. The video for Stakes is High has this talk show host in it. Do you know who the host was?
It was a talk show host and
The Stakes
the
is
De
High.
La Soul talk show host. Man.
This is your the time. You can
Okay.
in it if you know.
Where you at, chat? I need some help, chat.
All right, we're gonna throw that in. We're having some people say Arsenio, Maury. What do you think?
Between Arsenio and Maury? Oh wow. Wow, talk show host. Ooh, Maury even? Nah, Maury wasn't even popping then. I don't think, was he? Let's go with Arsenio.
All right. So I hate to tell you, but it was actually
Maury.
It was Maury Povich.
Okay.
They were guests on his show. So listen, let's go through the rest of these. I'm going to give you credit for the West Side Connection one. West Side Connection was Mac 10, Dub C, and Ice Cube. Ice Cube.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
Okay.
again,
Yeah, I forgot that because Cube was always just big on his own, so I did
exactly.
forget. Right.
He's got the blue aura, folks. Like, let's not, lest you judge or be judged here. It's not easy being in the hot seat. Name an artist who featured on Reasonable Doubt. I mean, we had Biggie on Brooklyn's Finest, Foxy Brown, Memphis Bleak, Big
Okay.
Jazz, Sauce Money,
Okay.
Mary J. Blige.
Wait a minute. Big Jazz was on. Oh,
He was
see, I
on
did.
he was on a song on Reasonable
Okay.
Doubt.
Okay. Okay.
Nas
That was one
collaborated.
hot.
Nas collaborated with Dr. Dre on "It Was Written." They did the song "Nas Is Coming."
Okay. Okay.
Maury Povich was the host on De La Soul's "Stakes Is High" music video. So I'm going to total up your score here. I want you to know
Okay.
that no matter what happens, you're Sickflo and you're the winner of life. So don't
I love it. I love it.
and no matter what, you are a champion in our eyes. While I total up your score here, my final question is: there we got a mini cameo here. There he is. Now that you've been on the show, who would you nominate to come on the show? I know on Instagram earlier this week you were
I'm gonna go with Chip Fu. I'm
Chip
gonna go with
Fu
Chip. I'm
would
gonna
be
go with Chip Fu. Yeah,
yeah. We should hit him up.
because he's a hip hop historian right there.
Yep.
That's legendary right there.
Okay, so I've totaled up your score here,
Okay.
and I'm going to tell you who you're in fine company with. That last round did kick your ass a little bit.
It really did. It
We
really
got it.
did.
We got it.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it all in my neck. Yeah.
And guys, if you have questions for Sickflo, drop them in the chat right now. We might have time for a couple questions here. But while you do that,
Shout out to DJ Roster Root.
Ross the Root, yes, shout him out. You scored a total of 9 out of 15. Now let me tell you
Okay.
who is in the 9 club, just so you know
Okay.
who your peers are. Former guests on the show. Warren G, he scored
All
9.
right.
DJ
Warren
Doo-Wop,
G.
DJ
Okay.
Doo-Wop,
Doo-wop.
New York mixtape classic.
I used to go to New York just to get his tapes.
Exactly. Lord Digga, producer, MC, Master Ace of Slaughterhouse, like crazy.
I watched that show. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Cypher Sounds from Hot 97, comedian. He scored 9 out of 15.
Okay.
DJ Mona Lisa, Frank Nitt from Frank and Dank, Detroit,
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
I just want you to know, Rhett Maddock from the world famous Beat Junkies, he scored 9. So I want you to know
Okay.
that the 9 club is not a place where you walk around with your head down. You
Right.
you proudly represent the number 9.
Right.
So
Right.
just
All
let it
right.
be known. Yeah.
Hey man, I'm just honored to be a part of this greatness, man. If I would have got 4, I still would have been happy.
Positive attitude. We appreciate that. So, and we appreciate you coming on the show. So thank you so much for joining us. And shout out to Hand on the Pump Nope for helping.
Hand on the pump.
Hand on the pump. My question for you is, because I do know that we're a little over and we probably need to, wrap things up soon. What do you have going on? Like what can people look out for next, and what's sort of on your menu for 2021? We had a
Okay,
great
so
year last year, so
today is the 8th, right?
yep.
Tomorrow, Onyx for Life drops. The new Onyx album drops tomorrow.
Wow.
And you segued into the new Onyx for Life album. Incredible album. I'm just, grateful to be a part of it. Man, what else I got going on? I got a few things happening in the TV world that I can't speak on yet. I got a few things happening in the movie world that I can't speak on yet, but it's all music related. So you'll be hearing some Sickflo on some upcoming movies, whether it be Netflix, on Hulu, all that kind of cool stuff. My album is not coming into September, and the reason being is because I have so much music that I want to drop throughout the year, and I want to lead into my birthday month, which is September. So I'm dropping it for my birthday.
Okay.
And let me see, is it anything else? I mean, Onyx is always like, you get the Onyx for Life album, but 5-6 more months down the road, they may drop a whole nother album. I am on Fredro's EP, A Few Joints. Him and I got a song called 7 Days. Incredible song. One of my favorite songs that Fredro and I did together. Let me see what else. Minis coming. Bunch of minis on the way.
Okay. Like,
Man,
can we purchase Mini? Like, is Mini like a thing that like?
we need about 2 months. Mini's
Okay.
going to be in manufacturing because people's like, I want a mini, I want a mini, I want a mini. So I'm trying to make sure he has gear. You know what I mean? I don't want him to wear the same clothes all the time because these particular J's right here, the Spider-Mans. Wait, there
Ah,
we go. The Spider-Mans, I already messed these up, so we can't even match right now.
wow.
Um, the hoodie, the hoodie is an old murder Sickflo hoodie, and that came from Australia. These little beanies right here, I get them from a store in town, so I got to get my own made.
Yes,
Yeah,
this is like a whole process. Like for
yeah,
anybody thinking that they want to, mess around and get, their own mini version of themselves. It's not
right. A lot of people
it's
want
not
those, but it's not cheap.
it's
So
not
hey,
cheap and it's not easy. This man has concerns. He's, you're you're like a photographer, a stylist. You're styling a mini version of yourself. It's like a
yeah,
whole other
yeah.
job. Um,
Oh, you know what? I got a big story coming out in LUL magazine that drops in a couple of weeks. But no, yeah, maybe a week and a half.
oh,
That's about to drop. So some magazine stuff flowing, man. I've been really doing a lot. I move around a lot. Thor Haddon and I got a couple of more records coming out. We got one that just went in rotation here in Atlanta and a couple other places called Soulmate. So I'm just making a lot of music, man. The photography thing kept me for a minute
yeah.
so busy that I missed being around the music. So I got back in the studio and I may be dropping singles every week, every other week.
That's yeah. I mean, that's
Got
how
to
it works.
just stay tuned.
Exactly. Well, man, that sounds like a lot. So we got the Onyx album dropping tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Sick Flow album dropping in September.
I
Minis
got both of my sons on my album too. So
a
for people that wanted to
family
hear,
affair. It's like
I-47 and Sick Flow together, Black and Sick Flow together, it's coming in September.
incredible. Well, we look forward to it. We thank you so much for joining us on the show. It was an honor and a good time. I'm glad we powered through a lot of those
We
technical.
power through it. Yes.
And we're better for it. The world is better for it. I feel like we're all closer now. This is like an experience that we all went through together. So
Indeed, indeed, and it was a
beautiful.
great one because we've grown.
Exactly. We look back on, where we were before we started this and like we're like different people at this point. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. That's right.
So
That's right.
Sick Flow, thank you so much. I'm sure we'll be, checking out all those things. Once we get back up on the road and the world opens back up again, we need to have Sick Flow at the live questions events. This was
Yeah,
this was
yeah.
crazy.
Listen, and I'm gonna do some more homework, and I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna bump that 9 up to like an 11 or 12. I almost had 11 now, and if I wouldn't have messed up answering fast on
It's
one of them, but
called
it's
rounding
okay.
up, folks. It's called rounding up. He's got a 9. He's trying to get to a 12. That's a roundup. That's what we
That's
call
right.
that.
That's what I'm
Sick
going
Flow, we
for.
appreciate you. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Too, man.
Peace.
Peace.
Guys, that was yet another amazing guest that we have on our show. Shout out to Sick Flow. Shout out to everybody watching. It was great. Make sure that you follow Sick Flow. You can go to our Instagram page and check out the links out to his. We will be back next week, next Thursday. Haven't announced this anywhere but here yet. We will be having Dom Synchro, winner of our hip hop album March Madness tournament. He is our special guest, doing something that we haven't ever done before, having somebody who's, more of just part of the Questions fam on the show. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to chopping it up with a guy who's been crushing it on the hip hop trivia tip. Peace to everybody. Shout out to everybody who stuck through with us through the technical issues, watching on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We appreciate you. Signing off, signing out. It's your boy. Peace.